ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to Clifton Lane. Our opponents today has had a long trip from Plymouth, 349 miles. Let's give him a Rotherham welcome, please. Another cracking game down here at Clifton Lane. The defence gets better and better week in, week out. Well worth the money to come down and watch these boys these days. And another 5-point win. Give them a round of applause. Before we get on to the chairman's choice, I want you to put your hands together for special guests that we've got down here today. We've been joined by the Mayor and Mayoress of Rotherham, so put your hands together for Mr. Alan Buckley and Sandra Buckley, please.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for everybody from. Thanks to everybody from Rotherham Titans for inviting myself and the Mayoress here today. This is the first time that we've ever been and watched a rugby match. All I will say is, I should be coming again. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We've had two teams today that have been out there and really give it 110%. Absolutely fantastic. I hope that the Plymouth player who was injured is not too serious. Dan, was it? Dan. I hope Dan's not too seriously injured. He really excelled himself today, as did everybody. Thoroughly enjoyed the game, and as I say, it won't be the last time that I come down here to watch Rotherham Titans. So thanks to everybody, and what has really amazed me today is the atmosphere, like in here now. It's almost like coming to a family wedding, to a family do. You know, it's absolutely amazing to see everybody coming together at the end of a game and just having enjoyed the day and then enjoying the company. So long may that continue. Thanks a lot.
Mr. Alan Buckley. I'd now like to invite Nick Cragg, Chairman of Rotherham Titans, to come up and tell us about his man of the match.
Hi everybody, could I extend my and all of our warm welcome to Plymouth. When we went down last year, it was a great sadness to, wasn't it? But there was some positives to be taken from it, and not least amongst them was the fact that we were meeting our great friends from Plymouth again, because we know we'd love going down there and we hope that they like coming here. Plymouth is a fantastic club, formed in its original incarnation in 1876, and this club has played the All Blacks in 1905 with 19,000 people watching. They lost, but who wins against the All Blacks, I would say. And they, in their present incarnation, they were formed in 1920, and we were formed in 1922. So there's a lot in common with our clubs. Not that we haven't played the All Blacks, of course, but there is a lot of in common with our clubs. Not least of all, that we are proper rugby clubs, and we're looking forward to going down. Now, my man of the match, who I thought was just great, unfortunately is the one that now is in an ambulance going to Rotherham Hospital, and that's Dan Mugford. I thought he played fabulously well and really put them into lots of interesting places. So that's my man of the match. Unfortunately, and by the way, we're no stranger to him because he played for Nottingham, as we know, and Plymouth before. I think he's played for years. So we're no stranger to Dan, and he's a great player. He's had his share of injuries. He was injured pre-season with a head injury. He was out for three weeks, and now he gets this. So it's a shame, but there we are. Anyway, we've got Herbie Stupel, the captain, going to take. He's going to collect the beer on his behalf. There we are. And it's customary, Herbie. It's customary that you might say a few words. You notice he doesn't have to stand on this stage like I
Yeah, just want to thank you guys for being so hospitable after the game, and to the boys for putting up a massive fight. It wasn't the easiest of games, but we all fought out to the end, and it's great to be able to play you guys again after you coming down, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you at Brickfields this year. Thank you. Cheers, guys.
So, if I could ask whether it's Graham Hanniford to come up, please, and to tell us who his man of the match is on the Rotherham side.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nick. It's very nice to be back again. It's a good club. It's a great club, really. Something very similar to ourselves, we would like to think. Nice to renew the match day. It's nice to renew the match day, should we say, hostilities or whatever you would call it. It was a good game. We may have won it, but we didn't. Sadly, we've been here so many times with that result. My man of the match today for you was your inside centre, Ellis Abrahams, I think. Thought he was very solid, very direct, made few mistakes, and that makes for a winning team. Well done, Ellis.
Thank you very much for that. I just want to say to Plymouth, big physical game, what we expected, what you guys are known for. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way, but there's going to be some sore bodies around the place for us on Tuesday. To our boys, obviously, 5th bonus point win in a row. Hopefully, we can keep that bus rolling. To the fans, thank you very much for coming. You're good at home and you're good at away. Last week at Isha, we had more fans than what they did left at the end of the game, so that says something. Thank you very much.
It's now customary to down a pint in one for the 2 men of the match.
We've got no mic, unfortunately, it's given up, but there is somebody else who's one of our guests today. He's the Deputy Chairman of the Championship, Ian Connell, and he'd like to just say a few words. Ian, you'll have to shout. No microphone.
Come on, Ian.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, all I'd like to say is a game like this, Rotherham against Plymouth Albion, that really puts the clock back, but only a few years, because they were games that graced the Championship up to about 5 years ago, I think it was. And both clubs, let me say, would be very, very welcome back. in the Championship. And I say that because they are proper rugby clubs. Just look at the scene here now. The off-field here, and I'm sure it's the same. I haven't been down to Albion for a while, but I'm sure it's the same. The off-field is absolutely smashing. And I think Martin now in charge of the rugby and Kieran Hallett in charge of the rugby down there, you've got two quality people who will be able to get you organised and get you back up where you belong in the Championship. But thank you for having me today. Thoroughly enjoyed it and a cracking game.
Thank you, Ian. I'd now like to ask Joe Barker, coach of Brother and Titans, to come up and say a few words.
You'll have to shout. You have to shout, Joe.
First of all, obviously a bit disappointed in Ellis not winning the down in the pie. We'll have to do. I think that's the first that we've lost this year, so there'll be some training on Tuesday for that. Credit to Plymouth. I think we knew that they had a big pack and a strong set piece, and to be fair, at the start of the game, they came in and played a good brand of rugby, and I think they tested us in defence and they made a couple of line breaks, but I think once again as a group, I think we adapted to it. I think we saw what they were coming at us with, and we adapted to that. And credit to the lads on that. They're showing their experience and they're showing their rugby knowledge as a group. They believe in what they're doing and they stuck at it. And I think, like I said, they changed a few little things once again, and that made the result of what it was. And credit to them on that. I didn't have to say anything. Coaches didn't have to say anything. They knew what they had to do and they stuck to the process. And that was massive today, and I think it's been massive over the last couple of weeks. They just stuck in, and they stuck to how we as coaches want to play, and they stuck, and they knew, and they had confidence in it, and I thought that was really good today. Defensively, I think they were on our line, 4 or 5 times, and yes, they did eventually get over the line. I think any team would let a team like Plymouth in after that much pressure on the line, but credit to the lads. I think it was who was going to buckle first under the pressure. I think won the game today. I think two teams playing a good brand of rugby, strong in the set piece, and it was who buckled did that little error or a little penalty here and there, and I think we handled that really well today. And credit to the lads that they stuck in, and to say how young they are and what they've been through, I think they showed a lot of experience, and it was great to see out there. And I'm real proud of them today for what they did. I think they did a lot on the rugby pitch mentally. They showed what they've got in them, as well as physically putting their heart on the line for the club, and that's all I can ask. And as a group, I think that's all we can ask of them, and I'm proud of them today, so thank you. And obviously we're all young apart from Stouty, but no. Once again, thank you to you guys. Ellis has already mentioned, but the noise you bring, the energy that you bring, it adds on to that defence, and I think it is making a massive difference to us, and it's great to see you afterwards. And the lads love it when they're having a little chat, having a beer with you after, and pre and post game. And I think we're making this club what it is by having that. A couple of people have mentioned it today, and that family feel. And I feel like we're getting that relationship between the players and the supporters as a family. And I think that's, if we want to go where we want to go, that's what we've got to do. And I'm proud of that as a coach, to see it happening with the players, and I'm glad that you guys are involved in this journey with us, so thank you.
So next week away at Amptill, we've then got a rest week, back here in 3 weeks' time against Cambridge. Great to have you all back down here. I think you're seeing what we can do. Keep coming down, keep cheering the lads. We're on a journey here. Hopefully that journey will take us back up to the promised land, and you'll help us get there. Have a safe journey home, and thanks for your support. Thank you very much.